It was a lapse where no one was here with me, and that was the moment that my water broke. So, shoot me in the back. I don't care. Stop this. We're walking the baby out.
Yes, we are.
She's gonna come. I'm at the doctor's. 39 weeks. The loss of blood thing was scary. Look at that. Nice. Hospital food. Hello, beautiful people. Sorry it's dark. I'm in my maternity room of the house downstairs. Today is October 19th, Thursday. I'm currently, I'll be 37 weeks pregnant tomorrow. I've been having contractions today, off and on. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling, how excruciating, how not excruciating, or whatever. I do know that when I did have artificial labor, I don't know if that's what it's called, I was induced on 3 separate occasions with my daughter. 38 weeks, I think, or 37, then 39, then 41. Probably had Braxton Hicks, like little tingling. Braxton Hicks to me feels like little tingling, like sensation. It kind of burns a little bit. It doesn't feel like tightening to me. But I don't know, everybody's threshold for pain is different. I've always heard stories about people having babies in the bathroom, didn't know there was a So anyway, so this morning I woke up to cramping, but it wasn't excruciatingly painful. I think I'm having contractions now. It's hard to tell. I'm actually planning on a VBAC. I did have a C-section with my daughter in but it wasn't an emergency C-section. It wasn't something that I feel was needed. I think I was just being rushed along so they can get me out of there. But you assume that, traditional stuff in Africa, but it's the same. Only difference is culturally, they don't pressure you. So because I know what I know, and I know my birth experience before, I didn't like it, I know what to say no to, even if it's offered. But it's not no pressure like, you need this, you're gonna die, your baby's gonna. That's what they told me with my first experience. They really try to like scare you into stuff and force you to take certain stuff. And so my doctor, I did have an experience around month 6 or so where I was having really painful contractions, like it wasn't normal, and I had to take something to stop them. But when I called my doctor today, I told him, it's like 30 minutes, then 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I have it again. It's like tightness. It feels like my period. I actually, halfway waking up, I thought I was on my cycle because I have really bad menstrual cramps. But I had backache, which I haven't had experienced yet. So I had back aching and the like tightness. Like you could feel it getting tight, and it kind of is uncomfortable, hurts a little. Like, I think I'm having contraction now. I think. But anyway, I'm trying to talk through it. Ooh, yeah, it just gets tight at least. I asked Amadou to bring me some coconut water. It's coconut season. Give me a second. But he's cool. He's really cool. He's really supportive. I told him what I want to do, my birth plan, what I don't want to do. He told me what I need to do and what I don't need to do. Like he doesn't want me laboring at home, which is what I wanted, which is maybe what I'm doing now. I have no idea. We'll find out. Anyway, I feel like I'm not prepared. Like I have to set up the crib and stuff, but I can't really do much. I'm in the bed most of the day. Watching videos, like I'm just bored waiting on my C-section. Still bothers me, and it's almost 8 years that since I've had it, so I'm not doing that again. And I get scar tissue Anyway, he was cool enough to, you know, be like down with the what do you call it? With the VBAC and stuff. And he was like, yeah. He's like, you know, but I do need you to come to the clinic, like, because of your history of the C-section. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's like he at least explains to me why, because I don't like people doing stuff and not explaining to me. I'm like, when I come in, I don't want no epidural. I don't want to, unless I ask you for it. I don't want nobody sticking me, because with the language barrier, and I'm going to be delayed in thinking and responding. So I'm like, I don't need anybody, a midwife or whoever, just doing stuff like, because it's routine and without consulting me, because that's a cultural thing too. But thank goodness my mother-in-law's here, because Amadu's very busy working and he's not really a nurturing type of person. So he doesn't have that instinct to, like, you know, cater, and my mother-in-law does. So she's great. My daughter should be here. Passing is great. She comes home from school, massages my feet. Like, Mom, you want me to massage your back? And I'm like, can you teach this to your father, please? That's how I'm doing now. Later, I'm back to watching my YouTube. This big belly.
3 days later.
Ah. Relax.
Concentrate. Relax. And out. And out. And out. There.
Thanks, Coach. It is October 30th, 2023. I'm still pregnant, as you can see. Still having contractions, off and on. I have lost my mucus plug. From what I see online, it doesn't look like it was all of it. But doc says that labor is starting, just hold tight, and when the contractions become stronger, intensify, or more regular and everything, to go ahead and head over there to the clinic. It seems like some labors do go this way, like you have false labor for about a week or two. My friend who's coming will be here tomorrow night, so hopefully the baby doesn't come until after she's here. Yesterday was probably the strongest contractions I've had since I had the bad, really bad cramps back 3-4 months ago. All I do now is sit here. I can't think about anything else to even do anything else. So another baby watch update video. My friend is here. She got here last night, so it is now November 1st, which is 9 days before my expected due date. And so I feel good that my friend is here. I haven't really been laboring. I did go walking today. I hadn't been walking because I couldn't walk by myself in case I fall or my water breaks or something like that. I can't be by myself. So it's also been a busy time because a lot of people have been contacting us this past couple of weeks and want appointments, and so Amadou is running around, so it kind of feels weird, like committing and making appointments with people, and like I have to tell them I can go into labor anytime, because having contractions for like, you know, maybe 8-9 days, which I didn't know was a thing. Anxious about what real labor is going to feel like, because this is my first time. This one was born via 3 failed inductions, Pitocin inductions that did not work, and then a C-section. So I don't know what this is going to feel like. I don't know what it's going to feel like when the baby comes out. I'm very nervous, and you know, that part, but I am anxious at the same time for it to start, and I'm also anxious to meet this new person that I've been waiting on. So I will check back whenever. I'm at the doctor's. 39 weeks. I don't know if I should go like this. Yeah. 39 weeks. Listen to this sound right here. This is my kid. Oh, it sound like a drum. Yeah. My midwife is here checking the machine. It's this thing on my stomach. It's strong. Woo. Say hi to the baby, Mel. Hi, baby. It is still November 3rd. It's evening time, about 8 p.m. Just got back from another 30-minute walk. My friend is really pushing me. And my bones hurt. I'm having cramping and contractions and stuff, but yeah, I'm like pooped. Waiting for this one to arrive. Woo. So we'll see how many days we got left. Hopefully not that many. It's 10 p.m. November 5th, Sunday. Been having contractions all day. It was the first time that I've had contractions the whole entire day since morning till about 6 p.m. and they kind of just weren't as frequent anymore. So I've been really bummed. Feel bad. Definitely the past week and a half, it's been stronger contractions and and so I'm like, is this it? And then it stops or it doesn't continue, or he's like, wait till it's more frequent, wait till it's more intense, and I'm like, is it ever gonna get intense? I don't know. How intense is intense? Is this intense? And I don't think it's intense. It's just, I just feel like everybody's waiting and checking, and I'm just like, I have no news and I don't know what's going on. So it feels like, it's just normal, something wrong with me, but I'm sure it's not. It's just a hard, like, I can't plan anything, I can't really do much, so it's like I'm waiting, and I'm like, should I distract myself? Should I try to walk more? Should I do this and that? And then you do it, and you don't see results, and so it's like, anyway, I just wanted to remember this moment. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just have to distract myself and stop thinking about it so much. Alright, November 6th, Monday. We decided to go to the doctor. Even though nothing was wrong, I just needed, like, my mind. I needed to hear everything's okay. So he said I'm progressing. You don't be discouraged that I'm having contractions and it keeps stopping and coming. And so I'm trying not to do that. I'm working on that. Like, mentally, I just think too much and worry about what people think, how people feel, accommodating other people, even though this is my, I just feel like birth or taking time out of their schedules to be here for me, and it's just so, frustrating at times, but to not, like, feel like you're bothering people or inconveniencing people and getting people's hopes up when you think the baby's coming or not, and use it to relax, have no expectations, just be ready for anything and deal with my fears and my worries and concerns and work on myself so when the baby comes I'll be ready for her. So, good night. I'm so excited. So, I gotta hurry up and get dressed because I gotta take the kids to school, go walking. This morning, I lost my mucus plug. I had lost mucus the whole, like, twice, like little pieces, but I knew it wasn't the thing because I've seen online pictures what it's supposed to look like. So today, I felt something and I checked and it was everywhere. Gross, but great. So I'm gonna go walking before it gets hot because it gets hot around 9:30. Today is Wednesday, November 8th, 2 days before my expected due date. and about 2.5 weeks since I've been having Braxton Hicks and things like that. And yesterday my contractions were strong, very strong last night, and there was a lot of pressure, lightning crotch, that one. So, yay! We're walking the baby out.
Yes, we are.
She's gonna come.
She's coming. Everybody get ready.
Yeah.
Like around April, we're like, like a month after that, you know? April, I was like, no, I think it's gonna be a thing. And then I went away for 3 months, so all we did was talk on the phone.
This is like the beautiful season
I know.
of fall. Nice and cool. Every season is great. And then has something about it that kind of sucks, but it balances out. Yeah. Hello. It is Friday, November 10th. It's actually Amadu's birthday today. And it's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm at the doctor's office getting what they call perfusion or something like that. But it's basically getting induced. I didn't know what the doctor was gonna do. They checked me. I haven't really advanced as far as the dilation and the like the cervix and stuff. So the dilation, try a little help. I thought I wouldn't be able to be artificially induced, but I am. He said it's just a different drug that they wouldn't be able to use because of the being able to control the contractions if they need to stop or if anything happens. So I'm cool with this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this time, since I've had contractions and stuff, my body will know what to do. This is like a barbecue looking. Nice. Hospital food. You got a little sesame seeds on it? Got a little sweet, honey, a little bit sweet. Yeah. When she asked me what I wanted to eat, I was surprised. I was like, oh, me? What?
I know, I thought I was going to go up, yes.
Six and a half hours later. (3:28 a.m.) Tomorrow.
How do you feel, babe? breakfast for champion mothers. It's like a cream of wheat. It tastes just like cream of wheat or malto meal. So good. I could eat this every day. How do they make this?
They can make it out of the house. That's what my mom was saying. It's good to make it up. Like you shouldn't be eating the liquids. That's what she
3 days later.
Good morning. This is day 3 in the hospital. The baby was born on November 11th. That was Saturday. Yesterday. Yeah, early, about 3 in the morning, 3 something, and I had been out of it. I apparently lost a lot of blood, so I was weak all day yesterday and had to be on bed rest. I'm still kind of on bed rest. I'm trying to take my time. I'm sitting up by myself for the first time without back support and stuff, and without feeling dizzy. So that's good. I had two bags of blood transfusion. I don't know if that. I'm here eating my porridge. It's just great. It tastes just like cream of wheat. I love this. I need to get somebody to make this for me at home. They say it helps bring your milk in, which hasn't come in yet, which is different from my first child. But she's latching great. She's a pro, just like my oldest. And so last night she wanted to sleep with me the whole night and be on the boob. So that was interesting. I just couldn't move her because moving her would make her wake up. So that was a little uncomfortable because you don't want to smother, and she was getting closer and closer to me. But so I couldn't sleep really heavy until I was able to get her back in the crib. So she's there now. But yeah, so the loss of blood thing was scary. I didn't really, I mean, I felt dizzy, but I would lose consciousness and I didn't know what was going on until when I came to, which felt like seconds later. But everybody around me was really scared looking, so I got scared off of their being scared. If everything was figured out, my husband told the doctor what he saw, because he saw it first. And then the second time the doctor saw it, because they were trying to get me up to go to the shower after the baby came out, and I was trying to get up and take a shower. Actually, that's what I was asking for, because the bed that I delivered on was a hard stirrup when it wasn't like this mattress, so it was not comfortable on my butt and everything. And so I was like, I want to get up, and so every time I was trying, and I was losing consciousness from it. So, but other than that, everything went okay. I mean, it was extremely painful, the back labor that I experienced. The scariest part about it was that my good friend that came here to assist me was just changing shifts with my husband, and something happened where it was a lapse where no one was here with me, and that was the moment that my water broke. So I'm here alone. There's a midwife here. It was nighttime. The doctor was, at home on call, and that was very painful. And the midwife would come in, but she came in with my water broke because I pushed the emergency button, like one of those. She couldn't really do much for me, and I was asking for drugs and stuff, and she wasn't really. Every time I did ask how many centimeters I was kind of disappointed because it wasn't advanced, and I'm like, dang, this is the beginning, and I gotta go all the way to 10 centimeters, and this is how I feel now, so I didn't want to know anymore. She kept checking me, what felt like every 10 minutes. I'm like, do you have to? Because it's like not the funnest thing. Once the water broke, everything intensified, and I was crying for God, man. It was the worst pain I ever, and it was every minute at one point, and it's like, I know another one's coming, I know another one's. So I called my husband on the phone, like, either send my friend back, she's in a taxi on the way home. I said, either send her back or you get here, somebody gotta get here like now. So he came like what felt like eternity, but he says he made it, he made a 25-minute drive in 15 minutes. And so he made it, and even though he was tired, he had work that day, he was in and out when I had the contractions. There was not much he could do but hold my hand, and I had my essential oils and stuff, but it was like I needed, at that point, either I needed to be in a bath, like something to ease the pain, or I wanted an epidural so bad. I cried and she said, oh, you can't get it, it's too late. And I be thinking that I was like, is she lying to me just because she don't want to do her job? You know, I never know, because people's face here be different. It's not like the same expressions that we have in the medical field in the States, you know. So she was just like, it's gonna be okay, I'm sorry, and she patted me on the, you know, on the back. And I'm like, that's not helping me. It's not like she was gonna massage my back like my friend was doing an excellent job. So I was on the ball, I was trying to, but every time I was on the ball on the floor, she came and had to check me again, and she had to put the monitor on. And so it's like, it intervenes with, you know. Before that part of labor hit, I was cool. I was like, this is easy. I'm on the ball. If it gets any worse, I just breathe better. And whew, let me tell you, child, if I knew what I knew before I knew, shoot me in the back, I don't care. Stop this. I texted my doctor. I was like, because this lady wasn't doing nothing. I was like, I need some kind of drug. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And he knew what I wanted to do. And so he didn't respond. He saw my message. I texted her. I was like, I can't do this, man. I want to stop. This is over. I'm like, cut the baby out. I think I texted him something like that. So when he came, he was all calm and stuff. And he was like, the baby's coming, so it's almost done. And I'm like, are you telling me I'm almost done because you're trying to make me feel like I'm almost done? Because I am not in the mood to play. But I was almost done. And he was like, you 6 centimeters. I'm like, when did that happen? Because I've been 1, and then I've been 2 for the longest, and nothing has happened. I didn't even think the drip that they put me on was working. They switched it out. And then she came in and was like, it wasn't these, but when she put another one on there, I noticed it had a different name. And she asked me, the contractions continue? This is the midwife. She said, the contractions are continuing since I switched the thing? And I was like, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, or they getting stronger or whatever. I said, they still going. Like now they, instead of every minute and 30 seconds, they're like every minute or, you know, whatever. And so I was like, I wonder why she asked me that. So I Googled the stuff she gave me. And it was like fluids and stuff. And so when the contractions got too hard, I was like, take me off whatever this thing is. And she's like, no, it's medicine for the, she didn't say what it was. She didn't say it was Pitocin or Oxytocin, but she didn't say, I thought my body wasn't working, like as far as being in labor by itself. So I'm like, okay, she gave me something stronger to keep them going, but I said, it's too strong, turn it off. And she's like, no, it's medicine to help you. I'm like, you just telling me stuff. But, and my homegirl was like, they probably placeboed you because they know you all in your head. And that's what they did, and I ain't mad at it because it worked. I was in labor all by myself, didn't even know. This was real. Oh my gosh. And then what else happened? When the back ache was coming, so eventually I started having contractions with the back aching, like involuntary spasm type contractions. Not the cramps I was having down there. It was more like my stomach was just, and it was like, and I couldn't do nothing about it, so I just went with it. And every time I did that, more water came out. It was like my water broke like 15 times, and it was a lot each time. And I knew I had a lot of amniotic fluid because the baby was moving like more than normal the whole pregnancy, like she was swimming around in there, and he said that's why. But it wasn't like a bad thing. It was just, you know, she got a lot of room to swim and stuff. But every time my water kept breaking, so I changed from the bed over there to the bed over here. This is my whole room. I had all to myself the whole time. So whoever came to stay, they had their own bed. But child, I laid on this side of the bed, water broke. Then I tried to turn on the other side because it was getting cold. And I lay on the other side. I had those contraction, convulsing type things. And so I'm like, this must be like my body in autopilot. But I was nervous because I never experienced this before. Every time stuff would come out, and then it was to the point where nothing was coming out like water, and it felt like another consistency. And then they said it was blood, and then next thing you know, it was time to, he was like, wait for the next contraction. And I was like, my body contract by itself, I'm not pushing, like, but when the contraction, when I push, he's like, we gonna wait on you. then I pushed, and then like it contracted 3 times. He wanted another one, and I'm like, the contraction's over. But whatever he was looking at, like he was trying to, I guess, assist the head coming out or whatever. And so I felt like, okay, I gotta push on my own. Didn't really want to. I was like, I didn't really want to be in that position either way. But I was like, whatever gets this over with, because the back pain was, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh. And she came out, and when her head came out, it wasn't bad. I felt like the worst was over, and then I felt her body kind of squish out. It didn't feel like much. She's small. Thank goodness she was 6 pounds. So, yeah. And I'm just looking at her in the little thing, and I'm like, she came out of me. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, this is crazy. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. They assisted in getting the placenta out, but I guess it was some loose pieces or particles, and so whatever needs to come out didn't all come out, and that is what caused my blood pressure to drop, hypotension, something like that. So that's what happened, and but thank God, God's good, man, because you have so much anxiety surrounded around childbirth. Like, you know, most people survive it, most people's babies are good, healthy, and everything, but you never know, you know. And then to be in a different place and everything altogether. I'm very glad that my husband came and my friend left, because he was my interpreter, because it's easier to speak Wolof and get stuff done faster than to think of French, and everybody's thinking too hard for me and them, because it's better I get to speak my first language, they get to speak their first language. So as soon as something happens, he's like boom, 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 and I know some words, but I just tell him what I need to tell him. He's like, tell the doctor. But I feel like that was the best way to communicate, so that helped a lot. I didn't think he was gonna have the stomach for it, but as soon as I was in pain, like a couple times he woke up from his sleep, because it was 1, 2 in the morning, and so he would hold my hand. That's all he could do, because he wasn't really good at like the stuff. My friend had a baby, so she know what to do, where to massage, where the pain is, and she, you know, but my husband wasn't really like versed in that kind of stuff. That's the little one. And so, but he was there supportive. I was like, I just had to tell him what to say. Like, tell me I can do it, because I don't believe that I can. Oh God, yeah. Worst pain I ever felt in my entire life. Oh my gosh, I never, ever, ever, ever want to feel pain like I did. So, anyway, salute to anybody else who's experienced stuff like that. That's rough. I think it's time to try to nurse her. But yeah, so that was pretty much the story in a short, you know. The people were really nice. The food was great. They provided the service, every nurse worked like 24 hours. It felt like at a shift. And so they were all mostly good. It's just different mannerisms. Like, people have serious face when you might want to see like a smile, but other than that, they did their job, and nobody missed my veins, and the doctor was excellent. The doctor was excellent. He comes highly recommended, but he was excellent. The way he talked to everybody in my family, like, you know, people were worried for different reasons. My mother-in-law was terrified. She was a midwife for years, and so she felt real protective over me. And so the doctor counseled her. I think it was one point where she was crying, and the doctor was consoling her and stuff, or telling her, you know, I can do it. I don't need to have a C-section right now. Unless I do, you know, we'll do that. But and then my husband, he would talk to him. So it was like, it was really good. He was very calm and very, yeah. And he knew how to talk to me to make me feel confident in myself, and that's what I really appreciate. Even though I might not have wanted to hear it sometimes, but he was really good. When I was getting nervous, I was having contractions for several weeks, and I didn't know if it was labor or not. And so he really handled that really well, and I'm forever grateful. He's invited to all the cookouts. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. And I'm here, and I'm healthy and healing. She's super healthy, perfect. The pediatrician came look at her and was like, all you gotta do is nurse. She'll be fine. She's perfect. He's like, let her get that nutrients. He said, if you haven't bottle fed her, don't. What you have is good enough. Even if the milk hasn't come yet, what she's getting is good. So I like that. I like that people are, it's a balance. Like you get some people who are more into Western medicine. You get some people who are more into like traditional. And then you get a mix of the two. Like they gave me this to help my milk come in. You know, stuff like that. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm kind of in the middle. Like I'm more familiar with Western medicine, so I'm more comfortable with some of it. But then I also feel like it might be not be necessary if it's not an emergency. And so I like the flexibility of it all. But yeah, it was a great environment. Didn't feel like a hospital at all. Like it's just 2 stories or 3. They have one room for the surgeries and one room for delivery, like one delivery bed, and then these 2 beds in here in case 2 people are in like labor at the same time or something, like laboring or whatever. And then his office where he consults people. And so, you know, it's not a lot of different people coming in. You spend 24 hours with one nurse. And so, and they make you breakfast, they get you lunch. She gave me a bed bath, excellent. She didn't know I needed one, and she gave me one anyway. Because my husband was like, "You're not getting up like after what happened. Like, you're not going to the shower." So she said, "Okay, no problem." She didn't complain. She didn't roll her eyes. You know, it was cool. Let me see if I can get somebody to give me the baby. I don't want to get up yet.
Like she's sleeping. But she's still looking for the metals. You wanna try?
I don't know if anything coming, but she like it, so.
You wanna push me back? Or you wanna come up to me?
Who isn't pretentious?
Black people, we the coolest, we the baddest, we the flyest, we the realest. I love y'all. Peace.